guys, and welcome to another episode of Napoli on Football Manager 2017, and we're going to start today's episode a bit differently than normal. We're only going to focus on the Champions League for the first part of today's episode. So this is the standings currently in the Champions League. We have qualified along with PSV Eindhoven. We do play against Besiktas in today's episode, and that is to find out who's going to be qualifying first and have a better opportunity of getting an easier team, and who's going to be qualifying second and have more of a chance of getting a Barcelona, Real Madrid top team like that. So we'll just run through the two Champions League games that we've played since last episode. So last episode's Champions League game was against PSV, where we won 3-1 thanks to Callejon, Rog and Insigne. We then faced PSV Eindhoven away from home, and we weren't as fortunate. Luc de Jong with the goal in that game. They should have really scored more. They were on top of us for the entirety of the match. And then the second group game that we played offline was against Benfica, and we found our form again. You can see we had 24 shots in this game. Allen scored a cracking goal from outside the box in the opening few minutes, and then Milik made it 2-0 and gave us a comfortable margin for victory. So that leaves us sitting in second in Group E. We need to win today to have any chance of qualifying first, and we need Benfica to do us a favour against PSV. If PSV lose and we win, then we qualify first. If PSV draw and we win, I think PSV go through first because of the head-to-head against us, because obviously we've got to win a piece. Actually, I don't know how that would work. Well, we'll see anyway. Some player news now, and there's a couple of players that won't actually leave the club. Raul Albiol is the first of them. He has been one of our better players so far this season, if not a bit temperamental with his bookings and sending offs. But he came to me, he wants to join Chelsea if they make an offer. Antonio Conte has been at a few of our games so far this season, and Albiol's obviously become aware of that, and he's asked to be placed on the transfer list. So I've done that, and he wants to leave in the near future. You can see there's a lot of teams that are interested in him. A lot of Saudi Arabian teams. I think Al Ahly are the main ones from Saudi Arabia that are interested. Shangang from China, also a main one that I've seen a news article about being interested, and obviously Chelsea. Minor interest from a few other big name clubs as well. He is only valued at 2.4 million. I would like to get back a bit more than what we bought him for. It's probably not going to happen, but I've put his asking price up at 11 million. You never know, it's doubtful, but he has played quite well this season so far. If you look at that, he's got average rating of 7.12 in the Champions League and 7.27 in Serie A. So it really should be paying more than 2.4 million, I would say. And another player that wishes to leave. This one's unfortunate, as he is a favoured player of mine. Pepe Reina, obviously former Liverpool player. He wants to leave because he's not getting any first team football, which I get. He does want to be playing at this stage in his career, so I'm happy for him to go as well. Not as many teams interested in him. He's got one team interested, Marseille of French Ligue 1. We bought him in for 1.5 million, so I think I'll just try and get that back, really. We'll try to get 2 million asking price. He's only valued at 850,000, so it'll be good if we do get 2 million. It'll be good if we get 1.5, to be fair. On the other side of things, a couple of players have signed new contracts. Also, Fawzi Ghulam, our left back, has signed a new contract. He has signed a 5-year contract, in fact. He's now earning £49,500. He was earning 28,000 beforehand, but he has turned out to be one of our better players this season, with an average rating of 7.05 in Serie A and average rating of 7 in the Champions League. Despite being injured for a little bit of this season, he's doing well so far, so deserves the contract in my opinion. And another player to get a new contract is Jorginho. He has been, again, one of our better players this season. Got an average rating above 7 in Serie A and in the Champions League. He's just getting better and better attributes-wise. Look at that passing. 18 passing is unbelievable. And he's going to be a key player for us. For as long as we can keep him, that is what we need to do. We need to keep our good players. He's valued at 27 million, so I don't think there's much chance of him leaving unless one of the big clubs, which are not interested in him, so that's fine. Unless they want to bid 60 million or something, I'd accept that. One last bit of player news. Unfortunately, the day before this Champions League match, Arkadiusz Milik has picked up a training injury. Now, you may wonder what that injury is. Well, you would have if you couldn't see it there. He's got blisters, so he's not going to be able to play for the next 3 to 4 days. which I think means he misses the weekend game. Also, blisters, really? I mean, you can wear plasters for that, can't you? But whatever, Arcadius, you just have a rest, mate. So this is the starting lineup for today. We've got Rafael in goal, Hajduk, Koulibaly, Albiol and Strinic in defence. Strinic is playing instead of Gulam because Strinic wanted some first team football at the time that Gulam got injured. So I decided to say, okay, you can have a few games. He's played pretty okay. He's not as good as Gulam has been doing. In fact, I might change that. I don't know. Have we fulfilled the promise? That's the question. Where is he? Strinic, 8 days left. Pleased to be getting some first team football. I'd say we've probably played him enough, to be honest. He's had 5 starts in Serie A, 2 starts in the Champions League. Yeah, I'm gonna swap him out. So Gulam will be playing instead of Strinic. So that's our back 4. Then we've got Jorginho and Allen in the centre of midfield, as always. Attacking right midfield, top scorer with 14 goals now, Callejon. Hamsik is in attacking centre midfield and Mertens in attacking left midfield. Hamsik in attacking centre midfield as Omar El Kaddouri has been injured for a few weeks now, I believe it is. Hamzik's done okay without pulling up any trees, not really been performing at the top level. Yet to get a goal, yet to get even an assist, I think. I lie, he's got 3 assists so far this season, which is alright, but it's not anything special. I was expecting more from him, to be honest. And then the lone striker up front is Pavoletti, who has failed to score in 3 starts so far, so hopefully today can be the day. I would have had Insigne starting, however, he is also injured. He's got a twisted ankle and he's out for another 11 days to 2 weeks, which is unfortunate as he had started to play quite well for us in the Champions League at least, with 2 assists and 1 goal in that competition. Well, this is the team that we go with, and we are on a control mentality with 0 team instructions as we always start, and hopefully we can pick up a victory and see PSV lose so that we can go through top of the group. So we are 4-6 favourites for this game. Besiktas 7-2, a draw is 9-4. Atiba Hutchinson is Besiktas' key man, a 33-year-old Canadian international who's valued at £400,000, best played as a defensive midfielder, which kind of explains how they're gonna be quite defensive, aren't they? I mean, they've got nothing to play for really. I guess they might be able to play for the Europa League spot, but if this is the key man, then the only concern is whether we'll be able to break them down and score a goal. And we might as well take a quick look at our key man, Jose Callejon. You can see his goals there, 14 goals in 19 games so far this season, 5-5 in the Champions League. Can he make it 6-6 today? We'll have to wait and see. But he's one of our better players. Just while we're on him, worrying signs. Barcelona are interested in him. I mean, if they come in for him, there's not really anything I can do because he's probably going to want to leave. The best I'll be able to do is try and get lots and lots of money from Barcelona so that we can adequately replace him. However, he's our best player, so we'll just have to wait and see. So an interesting formation from Besiktas. It's an asymmetric type of 4-1-2-3 with a right midfielder, a left attacking midfielder, attacking centre midfielder and a striker. It's a very interesting formation. We've got a few players that I actually recognise as well. Oguzhan Özyakup and Abubakar. Ricardo Quaresma as well. Is that Ricardo Quaresma? It is Ricardo Quaresma. So that's where he is. Assertively say, been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Everyone's going green. That is awesome. Everyone's morale looks good as well, which is really nice to see. We did have a bit of a slump. We'll get to that when we look at the Serie A results so far since the last episode, but we did have a bit of a slump and morale went down a little bit, but I'm glad to see that it's back up to where it should be now. So Besiktas get the game underway. I doubt this is going to come to anything. It's okay with the ball. Plays that wide to Quaresma. Quaresma crosses it in. Koulibaly gets rid of that and Gulam clears it further. I think I might have underestimated Besiktas a little bit there. There's a goal in the Benfica PSV game and it's Benfica that have taken the lead, which is good news for us if we can manage to get a goal. Put ourselves ahead. First highlight of the game really, apart from that early chance, and Olkay's got the ball. He's moving forward with it, he shoots and that's awful. How is that a highlight? He's miles wide. Half time and it's been a very dull affair. If we get a goal we can qualify top is what I want to say. I'll say if... No, what will I say? If we can get a goal and make us favourites to win, go out there and make it happen. You can see there's lots of players that are on 6.4s and 6.5s. That's not really where I want to see them. That team talk did not work. Believe you can improve. Worked for Hamzik. Okay, Mertens is not playing well. Pavletti is not playing well. Callejon is not playing well. Oh, come on, lads. This is a game we can win to get top in the Champions League group. And all we've got to bring on is Rog. We've got Kaduri to bring on as well, but Hamzik's one of our better players in the attacking areas anyway. We're going to switch Mertens and Callejon around, see if that does anything. If it doesn't do anything after 15 minutes, we'll take one, if not both of them off. It'll probably be one of them because I don't want to bring El Kaduri on when he's got 84% fitness. Incidentally, Besiktas are now 2-1 up against PSV. Could this be a chance early on? Callejon won the ball in the air, but that's just going to come through to the goalkeeper. It's now 3-1 to Benfica. If we don't get a goal, we have just thrown this opportunity of finishing top away. Right, I'm going to just decide to make a substitution as there's a highlight. Okay, I'm going to do the substitution anyway. Callejon, what on earth is that? 6.1. I mean, I know you normally play attacking right midfield, but that's just terrible. Dries Mertens is playing better than he was at left attacking midfield in the position that he doesn't normally play. So Marco Rog is going to come on for Jose Callejon. I think we could do with a change up front, but we haven't got any strikers unless we bring Mertens up top. We have done this in the past. And then that's where we hit an issue, attacking right midfield. We don't have enough of these in our squad. There's only about 19 minutes left. El Kaduri surely can handle that. Surely, come on. Corner from Hamzik. Whips it in, headed away by Hutchinson. Pavletti's going to get it though. Plays that out wide to Hamzik. Can he get another ball in? He can. Koulibaly's edge of the box. Gives it to Allen. Allen shoots. It's off the bar. And it's clear by Atinj. Allen, who scored a worldie of a goal in the Besiktas game last time out in the Champions League, just hit the woodwork. So close. It's 15 minutes left. Can we get a goal? We're going to make our final sub. We've got less than 15 minutes left now. It's between Hamzik and Allen for going off. And I think I'll bring on Zielinski for Hamzik. I know Allen can get goals. Jorginho can get goals. So unfortunately Hamzik is coming off. Pietro Zielinski on. The youngster, let's see if he can be the inspiration to get us a goal. It's not looking likely. We're going to go attacking. There's just over 5 minutes left. Okay, Raphael with a goal kick towards El Kaduri. Can he win this one? He does, but Hutchinson clears it. Then it just fired off El Kaduri again. And Besiktas have the ball. It's okay. He looks a bit of a danger man for Besiktas. Great tackle from Gulam though. And Zielinski sprays it out right to El Kaduri. Cuts inside. Now it's Allen. Forward to Mertens. Now it's Rog. What a shot off the post. We've hit the woodwork twice in this game. How unlucky can you get? We're going overload. And I'm going to ask for the team to push forward assertively. Push forward. Come on. It's not going to come to anything. Got 30 seconds to get a goal. Gulam throws that straight to Quaresma. Tall guy flicks it on. Albiol picks it up well though. Now it's Zielinski. Come on lads. There's only 15 seconds left in the game. Giving the ball away. Albiol intercepts. That's headed away by Besiktas. Allen's got it. Now it's Rog. Zielinski. 5 seconds left. It's Rog. And that's cleared. And that's going to be that. Despite the fact PSV have lost 3-1 away to Benfica, we haven't made the most of it. And we've drawn 0-0 against Besiktas to mean that we qualify second from our Champions League group. We're not good enough tonight. We should be winning that sort of match. So that's the final Champions League standings. Napoli and PSV go through. Napoli in second, PSV first. Who are we going to get? I mean, it's likely it's going to be someone scary. In fact, we'll have a look. We'll have a look in a second. So these are all the teams that we could face in the next round. There's Leicester. I think Leicester, I'd take Leicester. Paris Saint-Germain. FC Barcelona. We can't get PSV. Leverkusen. Real Madrid, Bayern and Arsenal. I think out of all of those, I would probably take Leverkusen, Leicester or Arsenal, to be honest. We'll see after the league game who we do get in the Champions League first knockout round. We've signed another player to a new contract. El Said Haisaj, who is our first choice right back, has signed a new deal. He's now earning £45,000 and has signed a new 5-year contract. He was only earning, I think he was only earning £20,000, if that, previously. So obviously his form this season has been impeccable and he fully deserves this brand new 5-year deal, and he's going to be a key player for us heading all the way into the future. So as we look ahead to the second game of this episode, we'll go through the Serie A fixtures and other fixtures since the last episode. So obviously last episode we won 1-0 against Roma. Then we played away to Sampdoria and we lost our first game of the season. A pretty even game in terms of possession and shots. Dries Mertens put us 1-0 up after 19 minutes. However, we couldn't hold on and a Luis Muriel brace in the second half consigned us to our first defeat. We then hosted AC Milan at home and we went 1-0 up thanks to Jose Callejon, our top scorer. But that only lasted 4 minutes. Ricardo Montolivo with the equaliser before he later got himself sent off. We couldn't get a winner though with the extra man. We did, however, have quite a few more shots than Milan and they had a bit more possession. It was quite an even game. Then after that, we had a tough fixture against Torino, who were top of the table at this point. We dropped down to second. Dries Mertens with the one and only goal of the game on the 3rd minute. Quite a few yellow cards. There seems to be quite a few yellow cards in most of the games this season. We did outshoot them. We played a lot better than them, had a lot more of the ball, and deserved our 1-0 victory. There was then an international break, so I decided to give the players who weren't on international duty a bit of match time, really. A few of the players are players that you don't normally see in and around the first team. Obviously we've got Rafael in goal still, Maggio, Sommer, Albiol, Marino, he's a youth player, Solana's a youth player, Dalmonte doesn't really get much game time, Gaetano is a youth player, Giacorini doesn't get much game time, and Alanya doesn't get much game time. So really it was one for the youth team with a mix of a few first teamers and fringe players. Fabio Alanya got the one and only goal in this game though after the first minute. I thought it was going to be a rout when that goal went in, but it wasn't to be. Pretty even in terms of shots, but we did boss the game in terms of possession. Then came our second defeat of the league campaign. Manuel Pucciarelli put Empoli 1-0 up on the 38th minute and Jose Callejon equalised a couple of minutes later. However, we gave a penalty away in the 59th minute and Federico Di Marco dispatched that despite us having a few more shots. It was a pretty even game and Empoli probably just deserved to win it. Then we went away to Atalanta. Jose Callejon started the game brilliantly with a goal in the opening minute. Then Arkadiusz Milik dispatched a penalty on the 11th minute and got his second goal of the game on the 55th minute before Alberto Palosci brought back a consolation goal for Atalanta. It ended 3-1. We had 26 shots. I'm loving to see how many chances we are creating, how many shots we're having. I'd just love us to score a few more goals. Possession again, bossed by us. Then FC Crotone visited San Paolo and we made them pay for coming to pay us a visit. Arkadiusz Milik dispatching a penalty after 25 minutes. Simi equalised for Crotone in the 39th minute. In between that, Raul Albiol got himself sent off, silly boy. Then Arkadiusz Milik got the second goal and the winner on the 88th minute. And that brings us to today's game against Pescara Calcio. Pescara are 14th in Serie A. We'll just take a quick look at the league table. Napoli, you can see, sitting pretty at top, just on head-to-head, I'm guessing, above Torino, and then 1 point clear of Juve. So a win today and a few of the teams dropping points around us would be pretty nice indeed. Pescara Calcio, there they are in 14th with 19 points, 10 points clear of the drop zone, but actually they're not that far away from 5th place either. There's a massive amount of teams that are a few wins away from getting up to 5th, but I guess it is still early days, 15 games gone. And this is the lineup that we're going for today. So we've got Rafael in goal as in the last game. We've got Haisaj and Koulibaly in defence and Gulam at left back. But we've got Maksimovic coming in at centre back. Raul Albiol is suspended after picking up that red card in the FC Crotone game. Centre midfield is exactly the same as it was, Alan and Jorginho. Dalmonte comes in at right attacking midfield for Callejon, who performed poorly last game. El Kaddouri is back in the squad at attacking centre midfield for Hamzik, who isn't playing well, really. And Mertens is still there at attacking left midfield. Up front, we've got Fabio Alagna, the 16-year-old. He might be 17 now. Yeah, he's 17 now. Fabio Alagna. He is a hot prospect. Hopefully he can show that today. Milik, you can see there, still injured, returns to full fitness in one day. So hopefully this squad can do the job for us against Pescara. So we are 4-5 favourites for this one. Pescara are 3-1. Draw is 2-1. Just take a look at their key man. Valerio Verre, who is a 22-year-old centre midfielder valued at £3.3 million. If you look at some of his attributes to do with his position, first touch 15, passing 15, technique is somewhere between 12 and 14, that's pretty good. Other standout attributes, possibly his flair, 14, that's pretty good as well. So far this season, he's got an average rating of 7.09 in Serie A games, 4 assists, no goals as of yet. He's obviously a creator more than a finisher. And we have a new key man for this match. Dries Mertens is our key man today. 29-year-old Belgian attacking left midfielder. He's valued at 12.75 million. Scarily, his attributes are going down. I guess that's because he's reaching the near the end of his career, kind of, 29 years old. Well, his dribbling's going down, his long shots going down, composure, teamwork, vision, acceleration, stamina. But then his finishing, free kick taking, flair are all going up. I guess he is nearing the end of his career, really, which is unfortunate. He has played well for us so far this season, though, so no reason to change him. So Pescara are going with a 4-1-3-2 defensive midfield, narrow formation. Quite a big gap there between the midfield and the strikers. Is that Alberto Aquilani? It is. Liverpool failure. Alberto Aquilani is playing for Pescara. So I'm going to assertively say we're the favourites, so get out there and impress me. One person looks happy. I have faith. Everyone, I have faith. I believe you can do this, especially you, Alagna. Come on. Show me what you can do. You've played once this season and got an assist. I mean, technically you've had 5 sub-appearances, but that doesn't really count. Don't need later scores because it's not Champions League or the end of the season. And Pescara get the game underway. There's their key man, Verre. And we didn't get to see what he did with it. I'm guessing he passed it to Zampano, or did our left-back intercept it? We'll never know. So Haisaj with a throw-in. Down the wing to El Kaddouri. He plays it across, but Aquilani intercepts of all people. Why him? Bahebek has got the ball up front now. Goes past whoever made that tackle. Bahebek shoots, and that's over the bar. Free kick for Pescara. Manashaj. Oh my goodness. Manashaj. Mamashai. Ledian Mamashai. Scores a free kick. We haven't had a shot yet. What's going on? I'm going to assertively demand more in this little team talk thingamajig. Well, we've had a shot. We've had one shot. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, another highlight, but it looks like it's going to be for Pescara again. Mamashaj, the goal scorer, gives it to Verre. Verre to Behebek. Now to Mamashaj again. Caprari, who plays that back to Cristante. Can we win the ball? Doesn't look like it. Behebek to Verre. Verre shoots, and that's wide. They've had 11 shots, 54% of the possession. We've had 4 shots. What is going on? Are we tired from midweek? I'm guessing that must be the reason why we're playing so bad. Alagna, unfortunately, and El Kaddouri, both on 6.4 ratings as we come into half time. And I think I'm going to have to make a change. I'm going to have to bring on Callejon. He is our top scorer. There's a bit of a risk to be dropping him for today's game, so I'll make that change. So even before we've done the team talk, we're going to take off El Kaddouri, we'll bring on Marek Hamzik, we'll take off Alagna, bring on Callejon, move Mertens up front, move Dalmonte to left attacking mid, and move Callejon to attacking right mid. And we'll do our team talk, and we'll aggressively say, show a bit of desire, and hopefully we can turn this thing around in the next 45 minutes. So we kick off for the second half. It'd be great if we could get a goal straight away. Callejon dispossessed by Mamashaj though, so that's not going to happen. Okay, long throw in from Gulam towards Maximovic. Oh, it's gone in somehow. How did that go in? Absolute calamity from the goalkeeper. Maximovic has got his first ever goal for us. I was not expecting that to go in. Long throw in from Gulam. Maximovic gets his head to it and it just loops over the goalkeeper's head somehow. I'm looking at Jorginho and he's telling me to replace him because his condition is 68%. So it's down to 67 now. Final sub of the game already. And we'll bring on Amadou Diawara, the youngster, in place of Jorginho. All subs made with 25 minutes to go, just about. Can we get a winner? Or are we going to concede to consign ourselves to defeat? Memeshaj with another free kick, gives it to Cristante. Plays it out wide right to Vittorini. Need to get a foot in, need to win the ball, come on. Get in, Gulam, well done. Now Dalmonte's got it, don't lose it. Hamzik. Is Dalmonte orange juice? That's Dalmonte, not Dalmonte. However, Hamzik with the ball forward to Mertens. Mertens shoots. Blitzari, I can't really tell what his name is, has just made a fantastic save. Mertens with the corner though. Fornacier heads it away. Hamzik's going to collect it. Can he get it back to Mertens? He can. Cross it in now. Back post to Dalmonte. And he's given that away to Vittorini, who clears it. Gulam's got it still. Maximovic to Diawara, and the highlight ends. Cristante with the ball at the back. Pescara. Hamzik intercepts brilliantly. Now it's Mertens to Dalmonte. Dalmonte shoots. It's in. Dalmonte scored. It's not Dalmonte. It's Fornacier. I was trying to think of a pun for Dalmonte orange juice, and I really couldn't think of one. But I didn't have to, because Nicola Dalmonte wasn't the goal scorer. It's an own goal from Fornacier, and we are 2-1 up. Thanks to two flukes of goals. Absolutely ridiculous goals. It's just over 5 minutes left, and it looks like we've stolen a victory from out of nowhere. Like a Randy Orton RKO. 2 minutes of added time, and we're deep into them now. 30 seconds left. Gulam with a long throw. That's straight to the goalkeeper. I'm guessing this is going to be the highlight that just runs down the clock to full time. But sorry, with the long kick forward, Maximovic wins that. Callejon's got it. You're looking for Dalmonte, but Vittorini intercepts. It's Fornacier, the own goal scorer. Plays a nice ball to Cristante. Oh, he's played that through to Capriari. This could be dangerous. Capriari's through on goal. Great save from Raphael. He has just saved this game for us. If that had gone in, it would have been a 2-2 draw. Very with a corner, headed away by Allen. There's the full-time whistle, and we've managed the victory against all odds against Pescara. I mean, granted, we should be beating them anyway, but the fact we were 1-0 down and didn't look like winning, we've done amazingly well to come back and win it. Absolutely brilliant. Maximovic with an 8 match rating. Somehow not player of the match, though. So, who is player of the match? Ledian Ledian Memushaj. Guess that's deserved. It was a pretty good free kick. I don't know if I did my team talk. I honestly don't remember doing it. Oh well. Too late now. So that victory leaves us top of the table. 3 points clear of Torino, who've got a game in hand. We are going to continue this episode as we have the Champions League first knockout round draw coming up. So Bologna beat Cagliari in the other game in Serie A today. Bologna sitting in 10th, Cagliari in 18th. Not really anything to do with us. Just while we're waiting for this Champions League draw, Shangang have declared an interest in Albiol, and they think he's only going to cost £2.3 million. Well, how wrong are they? Oh, I didn't realise Torino were actually playing Juve today in the Serie A, and Juve beat them 2-0. Which means we are now 1 point clear at the top of Serie A from Juve, who've overtaken Torino in the second place. In other news, we're close to getting £2.5 million from PSG, because Manolo Gabbiadini's 5 appearances away from making 20 appearances for them. Is he the guy that I sold earlier on in the season? He is, yeah. Thought so. How's he doing, actually? 6 goals, 3 assists in 15 games. He's doing pretty well. Definitely. I'm guessing PSG are top of Liga. Yes, but only just. 41 points. Lyon also on 41 points. The fantastic goal difference of PSG making them clearly in front. And we have yet another offer for Raul Albiol from a Saudi Arabian team. Al Shabab this time. Okay. We'll go with the same as last time. I can't actually remember what it was. I think it was that 6 million. Yeah, why not? Oh, withdrawn. Never mind. And now it's time for the Champions League first knockout round. So we've looked through the teams that we can get. We want either Leverkusen Leicester or Arsenal. Arsenal's probably the least wanted out of those three. So let's see who we get. So Fenerbahce are at home to Leicester. Tottenham will play Barcelona. Man City are playing Bayern. Sevilla against Arsenal. Gladbach Real Madrid. Dynamo Kiev Leverkusen. So, oh no, we've got PSG. Well, Champions League was nice while it lasted. Paris Saint-Germain, that means Manolo Gabbiadini visits us. The guy we sold for 18.5 million who'll be playing against us in the Champions League. Brilliant. So that's the 21st of February. Awesome. Now, next episode is going to be in 2017, and obviously we've got the January transfer window coming up. So, I thought I'd ask you guys if you know any players that can fill the positions that we need a bit more depth in. So really we need a great striker. I do like this graphic, it's really helpful. We need a great striker, because obviously we've got four good at the moment, no one great. We've got one great across the entirety of the attacking midfield line. We probably need a great left back, but Gulam could turn into that. So really any ideas for players that you think would fit well with the team? Obviously Albiol is going to be leaving in January as well, more than likely, so any centre backs to replace him, just let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate your input, to quote the Bloodhound Gang. And then looking ahead again to the next episode, we obviously have the winter break coming up. Lazio game, Inter, Juve. Do we wait until then? That's the question. Okay, I'm not going to set a date in stone of when we will be back. We'll see how we do in the Tim Cup. If we get a good run going, I don't know if that game will be coming before the Champions League, but it's more than likely we're definitely going to do the Champions League games. We'll see when the Italian Cup matches come around. We might even do the Sampdoria and Inter games. I'll just see how I feel. But that is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Please leave a comment below if you've got any ideas for players, or just let me know where you think we're going to finish. I mean, I'll quickly show you the league table. I mean, you've already seen it, but there it is again. So where do you think we're going to finish? How many points are we going to get? Are Juve going to overtake us? Can Torino stay in the top 5 and get a European place this season? Or is Lazio going to climb up the table? Inter, Fiorentina, I mean, there's a few big teams hanging down at the middle to lower ends of the table. Genoa, of course, are they going to get relegated? That's quite a big team to go down. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.